Hello everyone, kids and all you wonderful people.
Hello there, my dear friend.
This is the first episode from the Maldives. I think we found the best island in the Maldives.
Absolutely right. On the planet.
Yes, the crazy underwater world, rays, sharks, turtles, coral reefs. So pour yourself tea and grab snacks. This episode will be very helpful for those who want to go to the Maldives but are looking at so many islands and can't seem to make a choice. We will help you understand this choice. Overall, this is a budget vacation in the Maldives, and in terms of emotions, it is cooler and more energizing than at a resort.
Instead of a seagull, it's definitely better to just get a ticket to the Maldives. Let's go.
It has been so long since we had water like this in our lives. It's just truly amazing. Absolutely incredible. This is pure paradise, an experience like no other. It was simply incredible. The Maldives for every tourist begins with the capital. This city is Malé, which is of course located on an island. Here, everyone is seated according to their boat or seaplane and heads to the hotels that are scattered across thousands of small islands in the Maldives. It all starts with boarding the boat, which is pristine white, and we speed off to our island. Look at this happy little one. She has arrived in the Maldives. Our island is not that close. It takes an hour and a half through the huge waves.
The first emotions, are like this. The water is amazing, right?
Such a color is simple. Look, this is, roughly speaking, a small port on the island. All the food supplies come in here, but just look at the water. Fish are even swimming around. It's crystal clear. What will it be like where our hotel is located? Before check-in, they provide these cooling towels. Ah, refreshing, right? Next, of course, a welcome drink. I feel like a true tourist, as if I just arrived with my travel package. But we don't have a package. We're about to check in. This is amazing. It's been so long seeing water like this in our lives. It's just amazing. We'll be swimming here for a whole week. Beautiful.
Well, the translator is at it once again. We found a significant amount of things. During this period, most likely everything is fine. If you ask, it seems to be, I don't know, a few.
The luggage was brought on this kind of cart. The guys are going to help and will deliver everything to our room. We are going to check in, room 215. Let's see what's there. Whoa! Here you go, guys. Maximum immersion in this room. In short, here we have the shower room, a mirror, a towel, a toilet, various shampoos and gels. That's all clear. But look what we have here. First of all, the bed is already visible. That means tea, coffee, chips, all that stuff. Minibar, workspace. Here we have information about the hotel. But what do we have here? This is indeed welcome to Plumeria. And they made such a tiny and adorable dog that gently holds a flower with its delicate paws. Well, beauty, beauty. How everything is decorated. And all of this is not just for nothing, because my beloved wife and I are celebrating our anniversary. We actually celebrate it every day, so Liza and I once again congratulate you on your anniversary. And now we will just destroy this beauty together. We have filmed everything, and we have shown you enough. You might think this is a decoration, but it is not a decoration. So, for 1,000 years, there hasn't been a softness check on the bed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're flying off into space again. Word club. Yes, the softness is luxurious. And as a bonus, of course, we have a balcony, there's a drying rack, a place to hang out. You can see the entire building of our hotel. And of course, the view of the ocean. Liza, come on, hurry up and get out here. You're going to be amazed. Go left here, left from here. There's this awesome palm tree hanging down like in the picture in the Bounty advertisement. Oh look who just flew by. Look how cool that is. Boom, just in the moment, bam. Now that's what I call nature. Hey, do you want to come stand right here? Look, guys, capture Lisa's face right now. Turn towards me. How white a person is, how white I am, because we haven't tanned at all in the last month since we were in northern Vietnam. And now is the perfect time. You came from the north. If you visited the Philippines or Thailand, enjoyed beaches, then in Maldives, it feels different. But when you've been swimming for months and haven't seen the sea or clear water, now we're really enjoying it.
The water is simply magical. And by the way, I can see that there is a low tide here.
Yes, it's obvious. So during the flood, there will be water here, and when the tide goes out, it recedes over here.
Oh, it's just...
Don't believe your eyes. By the way, there's a little quirk here in the Maldives. It seems like a paradise country, paradise islands. And you want to swim here in your swim trunks or shorts. Look at what is written. So, there's a sign here. It means shorts aren't allowed and bikinis aren't allowed. Can you imagine that in order to swim in a bikini or in your swim trunks, you need to go further to a special bikini beach? Such quirks exist in different countries, right? People are really lucky to be born on these islands. You can just swim, but religion and glory are here. Everyone is covered up and special tourist areas exist. We must walk to the island's other side.
that we are currently on a local island. There are no such rules on resort islands.
Basically, there's nothing wrong with it, guys. There's an area where locals can sit in cafes and, for example, look at the beach. Of course, it's not very cool since there's a religion where people swim in their underwear. Here, you step aside. There are these special canopies and lounge chairs. You can settle down there and relax. We have waited for this to swim in this water. So Lizon, how is he? My little cutie is in paradise. Wonderful.
The water is warm.
So you walk in the distance. Look at how clear the water is. There they are, the fishers. Amazing.
Boats also have such things. Water where you can swim. Here are the corals.
Yes, look, it's real. So it turns out that on the left, all of this is coral. That's a coral bed. At the bottom, right here, is a coral bed. Over there, between these corals, there are little streams where people swim.
It's difficult. Not even a muscle of yours twitched.
Yes, the water is simply flowing, and it's difficult to convey the feeling of it at all on camera. It's impossible, guys. This is one of those cases where you've traveled up north and you deserve this clear, warm water.
Case when the camera is not needed.
How unnecessary. Guys, you are unnecessary sorry. You can look at this view for eternity. What beauty. Resin. If you only knew how this looks underwater, it's incredible. Listen, let's share useful info. We have a kind of vlog.
Hey, how about we just relax, okay?
Oh, come on.
Will you let them rest? Let's share some useful information. Let's not tell them anything. Come on, tell me about the local islands. They open Google, type in Maldives, and read everything. Just kidding, I'm joking. Go ahead, tell me. I'll tell you everything right now.
Come on, tell me.
A vacation in the Maldives is divided into two parts. Either you relax on the islands where the locals live. On these islands, guest houses and small hotels have also been built. This is a budget option for vacationing in the Maldives. This is exactly why we came here. It's like a home for us in the Maldives. Guys, currently, this is the only way it works. You come here and there are special zones called bikini beaches where you can swim in your swimsuit. In other parts of the island, including when you are simply walking around, it is still necessary to wear closed clothing and to try to adhere to the rules of decency, so to speak.
And the second option is, of course, the resort islands, where you can run around in your swim trunks, or even without them, on any beach, and no one will say a word to you. However, the resort islands are a more expensive option.
But we decided to choose the option that best fits our budget.
But it's good, 3 times more expensive. However, there is a small downside. You are in paradise, simply in paradise. but you need to step a little aside from the place where the local people are.
There are advantages to resort vacations, and there are advantages to island vacations. We will share in this show, we will tell you everything, watch till the end, and you will find out all the details.
Look at what they did to us before bedtime. All right, they surprised us in the morning when we checked in. But what are they doing now?
It all smells like flowers. Roses, it says. Happy wedding anniversary. Mr. Vitali and Mrs. Elizabeth, the renowned and respected.
You know our plan. We've already shown it. It's really cool. These are wild emotions. It's all real. Here we go, petals, flowers. Stand over there, Liza, and let's go. Go ahead. You're checking. Look, the bed for softness. Jump on it.
I jump into love.
You jump into love. The swans. The swans are beautiful. Lovely feathers they have made. Oh, do you see? Liza, jump in. Let's go. All right, let's go. Oh.
Oh, thank you so much indeed, nephew.
And that's the end of the story. Well done to those who listened. Can you imagine? Such beauty was created from these little pieces, the leaves of a palm tree, and we successfully destroyed it.
It seems like you know how I put together puzzles. They are made from pieces of the Maldives or a diamond mosaic.
But how beautiful. The experience was great. They meet. Everyone has different celebrations. Shoal of little fish. Look, we can just scare them all away like this. We rush in. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. They all dart off, immediately frightened. The water is, of course, like outer space. Amazing. Just look at how cool it is. It's like a whole lagoon with the most beautiful colored water. Elizaveta is swimming right here with me. Oh, what a fairy tale. Amazing. Where else is there water like this?
I have not seen anything like that.
This is the place where you are happy about Groundhog Day. Every day is the same, right? But you just simply enjoy this day that seems to never, ever end, and truly for a whole week. From the aerial footage, you can see that the island is small, and this is also clearly expressed from below. We have just exited our 3-story hotel, and here is the main street. This is where we swam just recently. Turning here, we head to the other side where the port is located, where we arrived. Overall, this is the entire street. There are a couple of clothing shops and a cafe for those who didn't opt for all-inclusive, as we chose breakfast, lunch and dinner to not have to think about anything. There is a gym. Yes, here is the gym. I mean, the gym is right next to this hotel, but you see it stands separately. So there is the main building, and here you can work out. Well, the gym is nice. There's lots of equipment. There are exercise machines and treadmills. Complete chaos. You can be active in sports. There is also a massage salon there, which is an additional cost. There are a few small turns and twists to stroll around the city, but overall you can't really walk much here. You need to swim, sunbathe, relax and go snorkeling. But there are also little shops like that. We can go in there. Oh, it's closed. For some reason, someone is having lunch here, but it's not a big deal. There's another shop. For example, this one. Here on the street, there are toys for children hanging up. There is some clothing as well. And of course, everything is closed here too, guys. I sincerely apologize. The guys are on break. This is how they lose customers. Closed, but here it's open. Come on in, Lizon. I'll just quickly show the guys what the local shops are like. You go in there. Oh, it's closed too. And it says MDK. My apologies.
This is an island.
There are also swings on the premises, as well as areas for children where they can relax, have fun, enjoy some time away from their parents, and unwind. And then we continue to move forward. A place for gatherings with a close circle of friends, family, and loved ones. We walk slowly and calmly on the white sandy beach through the shade of the trees. What beauty. These little things are made so that you can fall through later. It's a bit torn. Basically, this is how you can sit. Look. After you've had your swim, right, you sit back and enjoy the view of the ocean. Well, sleep isn't really suitable. You can get lost here. Look, this is the kind of thing it is. How does this even work? Your adventures in the Maldives? So, is that how it is? Tararai, tararai, tararai. The Maldives is simply paradise. We have probably been to the Maldives about 3 times now, or maybe 4. I seem to have forgotten. But when it comes to the beach scene, I like this island the most so far, because there are no breakwaters. I mean, you just step out, right? Vitya, just the beach. Just the beach, the water. You can walk along the shore for a really long time and enjoy this island. It's beautiful. It's also a cool area to relax. Everything is in the shade. Do you like it? It seems like you would, right? It just seems like some branches, some trees, but everything is so skillfully constructed and assembled there. And it turned out to be a paradise constructor. Look at this amazing result. Here we go out. Elizaveta Jan is waiting for me. It stands so beautifully, waiting for her husband. It's great. Well, it's just unreal. Look how cool it is. It's like some kind of nest. You walk in, and there another hotel?
So as you can see, this is the Eco Hotel.
Another one. There are 2 hotels. Thought this island only had a hotel, and that was it. Unbelievable. There are 2 hotels on this island. It's fine. We found ourselves on the territory of another hotel. For some reason, I like it more. How did that happen? Maybe everything here is eco-friendly. Cool. I want to live in eco.
No, I don't want to live in a bamboo house. We have a cool modern one with air conditioning. Alright.
There are also real jungles here. They look stunning from the air as well. If you take a walk like this, look, there are such palm trees, a palm grove. Everything is in the shade. There isn't a single tourist here. If you are tired of swimming at the beach, you can sunbathe there or take a walk through the jungle. Breathe in the scent of this green palm foliage. Cool, cool.
Beat, little caravan. Beat, little caravan.
And in this simple and picturesque way, you can walk through the lush and vibrant jungle to the other side of the island. There is also a luxurious and pristine beach here where you can swim. But unlike the beach where we have already swum, as you can see, there are almost no people here. There, it seems like everyone is sunbathing, but here, well, it's more wild and less populated. But the water is just as amazing, absolutely and incredibly just as clear. It's fabulous and pristine. Although, guys, I made a little mistake. Just like that, we enter the bushes, and it turns out there are also sun loungers and umbrellas here. In general, let's explore the island together. A complete immersion. Since we have all-inclusive, take a look at what we have. The buffet during lunch. What's happening in this establishment? At the entrance, we are greeted by fish swimming in the pool. As you can see, you can eat outdoors right here with a view of the stunning ocean, but you can also dine inside where there are air conditioners. And today we will be eating right here, inside. It's so cool here, in the shade. Just so you know, the floor is completely made of sand. A sandy floor. There is a lot of space, a lot of tables. Over there is the food. Tea, coffee, and milk. 3 types of fruit, various delicious treats and cakes. Delicious pastries, soup, and the soup is different every day. Rolls to go with the soup, butter, and various types of salad. Steamed vegetables, delicious potatoes with vegetables, fish in such a sauce, chicken also in sauce. Here we have rice and pasta for those who don't like rice. And with this pasta, there are 2 types of sauce. Here we have a creamy dish. On the final table, there are cold appetizers, such different chips, some kind of salad, peppers, well, something like that. What do we have here? A tiny dried fish. I was walking here. I filmed everything. Lisa has already gotten herself some food. This is how you sit at the table. The water, sanitizers, the guys through the glass. It's all wonderful. You can see the atmosphere. With an ocean view, I also gathered a lot for myself. As you can understand, the hotel is positioned in such a way that they offer a light lunch. Sunbathing, sunbathed, but didn't overindulge. Breakfast was big, and dinner was big. The food is normal. I have rice, meat, fish, and vegetables. Basically, what else do you need for a happy lunch? Great little cupboard. Carbohydrates. It turns out to be a balanced lunch. It's time to explore the underwater world right next to our island. So we have a diving center. We go in there, take masks, take fins, and pour a special liquid into the mask, which is just dishwashing detergent. It's called Mama. I call out to Mom, and we all move now to dive in and see what's here. If there are fish or corals. Nothing has changed here. It's just as beautiful and incredibly stunning. You see that dark spot? That's all fish. Look at that huge school of fish. There. They are. See how they scatter and disperse so quickly. Amazing. What speed indeed. Please notice Liza's new, well, really new acquisition. It's such a lycra, look at it. Hooded lycra. This is so that the neck doesn't burn, the arms don't burn, and the back doesn't burn. Perfect, really powerful. It goes great with the pants. Will the pants be noticeable, right? Because you swim on your back, on your stomach, and all of this, when you're underwater, the water acts like a magnifying glass, and everything burns. You get burned down to the skin. And then you get served for dinner at the buffet, right? So there's no need to take risks. It's better to do it this way. Close yourself off completely. Of course, my thighs will get burned. But it's not a big deal. I'll endure it. It's just that I don't have the best ones like Lisa does. In general, we are moving forward. Gorgeous ocean, gorgeous water. Here are some lovely couples swimming, taking pictures with their cameras. I think this is where we can start our dive, entering the water. Wishing us and you a pleasant dive, guys. Let's dive in right now. Indeed. It was awesome. Everyone filmed this little one. Listen, what impressions. Great activity. It recharges your energy. Unhappy? Full of energy and strength? But unfortunately there are no corals. The corals are broken.
There are many fish and they are large.
You just told me that from some year something happened, you said.
Well, everyone here has dived. It's a disaster in the Maldives. If we compare, the best underwater world is still in Egypt.
I agree about Egypt. Undeniable. There are so many fish cool. Dive into the school like this. See how small they are? Millions of them here in one place. In short, all citizens of Russia receive a stamp upon arrival. The stamp is valid for 90 days, and we think, wow, we can stay here for 90 days. Maybe this isn't our last drink. We might still visit the last island. Let's rate it on a 5-point scale. Look, here's my rating. The beach and the water, that's definitely a 5+. Absolutely. The fish, well, that's probably a 5. The fish is a 5. And here is the underwater flora, the flora, which consists of corals. I would give it a 3 out of 5. Do you agree? Yes, 3 out of 5. Oh, I also forgot to rate the views. There are also the views, guys. We need to consider the views. Here we are walking right now. Yes, look. we are going to return the fins and masks and look at these palm trees. The views are also a 5+. I reached the area where all this is available for rent, and I decided to show you jet skis among the fun activities. There are those yellow kayaks, paddle boards, and diving available here. In general, everything you need in the Maldives is here. If you need to, just book it. There are jet skis over there, bananas, surfing, and so on. A lot of things with sails, like those things. In short, there are kayaks with transparent bottoms. The selection is huge. Since we are talking about our rating, let's evaluate the lunch and the food here. Here is the buffet. We have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Take a look. Everything is tasty. Today, there is rice on the table. Chicken legs, soup. In general, if you compare the food with that of the local islands, it gets a score of 4. If you compare it with the resort islands, it scores a 3. So, that's how it is. But overall, everything is very tasty. Time for relaxing sunset bathing and my tanned bunny. Enjoy. Well, a beautifully sun-kissed bunny, rosy and warm.
When I was eating,
Tasty, deliciously appetizing, and juicy, succulent. So, to cover the dreads, we are now putting a little hat on my Elizabeth. Oh, this is Maldives style, right? This is Maldives style. And by the way, guys, Maldives style is everywhere here, even in our sunbed. Here is such a zone. The broken loungers are divided into 2 parts, and people are assembling them to make it comfortable. There was a lounger, only half of it is left. All the loungers really worn out. We have a life hack. This is also a worn out lounger. And just this one too, look, it's a worn out lounger. They were simply combined, and a super Maldives lounge chair was created. Ah, Maldives, Maldives. Even when the sun sets, you can come and immerse yourself in the same warm water that is there in the morning, during the day, and even before sunset, because the water temperature does not change. Only the style of the pupson changes, and we have a banana, strawberry, pineapple, watermelon Elizabeth Jan walking into the sunset ocean. She will sit down just like that in front of everyone in the liker. Don't let me down. 1, 2, 3. 3. Here we are indeed cooling down. Because when you sit in the likes, it's definitely cold, right? Absolutely. Subtitles by Dima Tozok. I just accelerated your suffering, and now let's hurry up. So we fall, yes, we fall. Oh yes, look at her. And I got a little sunburn too. I also got a bit sunburned. Don't spray, the hammer will spray now. Don't spray, just in the rays. So I have a burned back, but I promised my wife that I wouldn't get burned. She says, you need to put on sunscreen right away. I say, I don't want to. I want to be here in the sunset rays. I will just look at the sun and not turn my back to it. That's it. So I swim exclusively like this. How's your mood, Maldives?
could you kindly help us?
Like it? Let's go to the next island.
If I were a coral, I would also die in such warm water.
We appreciated this joke.
So absolutely beautiful overall. Am I indeed beautiful? The island is truly beautiful. Look how green it is.
Well, that's how we guys live. By the way, guys, Lisa and I probably swam about 1 kilometer underwater today. In short, we started around here, entered with fins and masks, everything we showed you today. So, along this entire shore, we swam to the very end of the island. And there we finished snorkeling. In these beautiful, romantic sunset rays of sunshine, we gently want to kiss. Yes, this is the content you deserve from the Maldives. But that's not all. We wish each of you to visit this paradise place, and for those who have already been, to visit it again for sure.
And those who have been, share where you went and which island you liked the most.
Exactly. Let's do it this way. Everyone who has been to the Maldives, please write in the comments your favorite islands, your favorite resorts, hotels, or any budget-friendly places that you feel drawn to return to. It will be useful. As many people are writing in the comments, how did you get out again? Where to go? We've only been here 2 times. Or is it already the 4th? Total 3 times. We are like everyone else, so this information will be interesting to us too. Zon? Do you like our Maldives content?
Insanely cool.
More conversations, more of our faces, and more viewing.
I went out to swim and now I've been just floating in one spot for 3 hours.
So what are they filming?
It's boring. Are you bored in the Maldives?
Me? Well, it's a bit boring.
What?
I don't understand, well, how it's not boring. In fact, there is a lot to see and do here. It's too much that people come and they just relax their butts too much. And in reality, these people are bored only because they themselves have relaxed their butts. They are too lazy to go anywhere and they pretend that they were really bored. Brothers, sisters, friends, grandmothers, old ladies, guys, strong men, wrestlers. In short, what am I saying? How do such thoughts come to my mind? I'm shocked myself.
It's not boring because you need to travel, go on excursions, and get massages. You should relax more, walk around the island and look for crabs, of course.
Petting a rabbit, spending time. Yes, this is how boring people live, guys. Here is a boring person. Look at those boring ones. They just lay on the loungers. Boring. Boring vacation. Someone swimming with a mask and fins, bored. Those are boring people. That boring couple by the shore is just dull. It's boring here, very boring. In fact, I think it's boring on the resort islands, but everyone who goes there initially chooses this boring, seal-like vacation just to sunbathe and swim. They don't go anywhere beyond their villa at all. That's the point, boy. Yes, for many, but many travel to different countries, they're very active. When they come to the Maldives, they say, we were a bit bored. But for those who want a boring vacation, it's over there. That's the island. There's nothing to do there.
You can go on an excursion and it costs about $100 a day each. It's like a day pass to a resort. The price is $100 per person, which includes drinks, some snacks, and you can spend the day at the resort.
Yes, this is a feature of the islands with local residents. So it's an island, not a resort island. Here, there are really two other small hotels, houses with local residents that you have already seen. There are many resort islands like this in the Maldives. This allows a budget-friendly vacation. And as Lisa said, the point is that you live here and you can also visit those resort islands for an additional fee. But how does it look from the outside? So for $100 you buy a day pass and they take you there for the day, but in reality you are not very needed by the people who have rented a villa there. So look, they brought you some guys like that for $100 and you ruin their whole life, their whole fun, so you shouldn't do that. However, it is possible to change.
See, if it's worth living there.
Well, yes, we did that.
We flew there with a drone and realized that we didn't want to go there at all. It's just some bald nonsense.
It was just my thought, which many might not get. My thought in defense of people who choose expensive resorts. And in fact, I completely understand them. They came to enjoy the peace and quiet, and then they bring some guys from the budget islands to them. What the heck? If I were in their place, I would feel uneasy. But for budget travelers, they lived here, swam, and had fun. This option of sitting on the expensive resort islands without actually staying there. Consider the island as an option, but here, choose for yourselves based on your taste and preferences. But no matter which island and which hotel you choose, you will always absolutely indeed get this stunning Maldives water.
I hear that you haven't eaten in quite a while, perhaps even longer than expected. Guessing by the looks of your belly buttons, it seems evident.
And who do we have here all dressed up? Look at Lizen's new look. Lizen, how do you feel after snorkeling? Tell us.
I want to sleep.
Do you want to sleep?
Yes.
Why do you think about it?
I'm dragging my feet just to see the sunset and the shark feeding.
Agree, energy is spent on linguine time.
Not at all. Not at all. All the juices have been squeezed out. But we didn't go to sleep. We're waiting for dinner. By the way, you know, some people only come for breakfast and dinner. Breakfast ends at 10, and dinner doesn't start until 7:30. To be honest, guys, I don't understand how these people manage to get through to the evening. We had lunch today, and we're already so hungry. Well, damn. 2 gluttons arrived on the island. What do you expect? There is such a beautiful little bed by the shore. I just want to lie down. You know, oh my god, how scary to lie down. Oh my, I would just lie down here right now. You look up and see palm trees with coconuts. This is a very dangerous bed. This bed is extremely hazardous and poses a significant risk to anyone who lies down on it, and just lying down like this. Well, therefore, it is crucial that we proceed to observe the shark feeding event immediately. We need to go watch the shark feed. Dinner. Such problems indeed, certainly, in the Maldives atoll. You guys wouldn't even dream of such problems. My operator is running around, and I have no idea where he gets the energy from.
And as you can see, the fins and the sharks have already appeared in our frame. They are trained. They know that feeding happens here every evening and they come in advance.
Feeding the sharks is a show. For this, there are these wonderful little yellow chairs set up here. I was the first to arrive for this performance. A huge bucket of fish is literally brought out and thrown right here every day. We will watch as the rays and sharks come in, see how they eat, and then eat ourselves. Let's go. So, let's get started. Here we go. I'm just sitting here thinking, if they feed sharks with such a huge head, then what are we going to have for dinner today? Can you imagine the size of this fish? I hope you have an absolutely wonderful and fantastic day ahead. Filled with joy and happiness. Behind me is a restaurant. There are just 40 minutes left until dinner. I'm sitting here waiting. You know, those people who arrive early and stand by the door like cats meowing, "Please feed me." I can't wait any longer for dinner to start.
The food is served, the food is served. Lisa takes a table. In the evening, the restaurant transforms. Everything is so beautifully arranged, the sand hasn't gone anywhere. Let's go see what we have for dinner. I really like that there is both coffee and tea for dinner as well. That's respect, pineapple, watermelon, passion fruit. Sweet sweets to make the little bottom sticky before bedtime. Here, of course, everything is in abundance. The selection is quite large. Various treats. I actually arrived a bit earlier to show you this before everything gets destroyed. Do you see? Beautiful cakes. The soup is right where it should be. Next, we have some buns here. And then there's the salad bar. Everything is beautifully arranged and decorated there. You want to try everything. Beans. Beans in a spicy sauce. The potatoes are absolutely juicy. The beef is no less deliciously juicy. The chicken is perfectly simmered in barbecue sauce. And here we have untouched pasta and risotto. Ready-made pasta is certainly good. But there is also a special place here where pasta is prepared exclusively for you. You choose the ingredients you need. Everything is sautéed in a pan, where the pasta is first boiled, then added to the pan and fried with all your chosen ingredients. Next we have potatoes, vegetables in tempura, and this oil is heated, so the batter is prepared with vegetables inside. This is a variation of how it is cooked. This is an option where everything is already prepared. As I understand it, this is an Indian soup. So you choose some ingredients, you choose the pasta, right here, yes. And all of this is drenched in a spicy curry sauce, very similar. And of course, where would we be without seafood? The fish is fresh and is being cooked right here. It's being grilled. It smells juicy and good. Just look at this aroma. Perhaps that fish head that was literally just on your screen is the head of this very fish, you see. What can you do? That's life.
According to the old Russian tradition, we take desserts a little in advance, if you know what I mean, so that everyone gets some. We especially need it to fill our bellies. Everything is very tasty, simple. I eat vegetables, pasta. We like everything. In general, we wash down the salad with water.
Cool. I just got myself some soup, a little bit of potatoes, and fish. That's it. That's my entire dinner. Just like that, minimalism. I remember when we first came to Egypt, everything was included. A ton of food. You just piled it all on. A whole mountain. Now that's no longer the case. We've had enough. We know all about it. You just take the fish, right? The fish is amazing. I sincerely apologize. It's stunning fish. Very delicious. Luxurious, just a little potato, had a snack, that's it. There's nothing like before, when you would pile your plate, overeat, lie down at night, sleep, and spend the whole night digesting, waking up in the morning all swollen. No, luxurious, and I don't want anything more, just a little bit of dessert is better. In the evening, the hunt for hermit crabs generally begins. It's very dark. Over there on the right you can see the water. The water, we are walking along the beach by the island, or rather around the island at night to let our dinner take a stroll. And this is how we entertain ourselves, watching the hermit crabs. Here we have a fellow who is going to feed his wife. He has found some food, you see, and is heading home. And now I will show you this fellow very closely. I hope he doesn't eat me. Wow! Hello. Hello. How's your life? Oh my. Oh, how beautiful, right? Look, it's gigantic, taking up the whole screen. What luck. Look who they found. It's already a big crab.
You take it in your palm?
Look at his eyes. Wow. It feels like he just drank 7 liters of coffee and is completely wired. He's like, who's here? Elena, garage. Look at him. He's just crazy. As I understand it, we've stumbled upon a big Swedish family. Look over there, mom, dad, and their son. There was a friend nearby too, but she seems to have gone to the disco. And here is the lovely friend we found. Here she is indeed. She hasn't run away just yet. Indeed. We returned back to civilization. We took a walk around the island. Look how cool everything is illuminated at night. It's like a fairy tale. I would call it an evening promenade. You walk like this. The shops, by the way, are already open. During the day, it's hot, people swim, few customers, and many places close. They have a long lunch break all day. In the evening, of course, everything is open and there are more customers. A small shop, just like a shop. Postcards, souvenirs, some clothing, swimsuits, all that stuff. In general, everything you need to feel comfortable here is available. These are the kinds of souvenirs like painted surfboards and coconuts. You can even buy masks for yourself if you want, including a variety of styles and colors. Fins are for sale, available in different sizes and designs. A rabbit was discovered on the premises, which was quite unexpected. Apparently he is just here for, well, just because he just runs around and that's it. And if you want, you can pet him. Oh, hello. Did you run right up to me so I could pet you? Come here, come here. In the evening on our island, you can witness a unique phenomenon. Look at my feet. Look, oh my God, oh my God, look, oh my God. You may ask, what is this? This is plankton. Such a wonder. Look at this, right? It's just unreal. Look at the starry sky, guys.
Ooh. Hey, look.
Woohoo. What an incredible sight. Where else can you witness something as amazing as this? We have an exciting new trip planned. A brand new day ahead, and thrilling new underwater adventures awaiting us. Such a trip costs $125 per person, but this is for the whole day with lunch included. There are plenty of snorkeling opportunities. There will be turtles, there will be sharks, shark soup, there will be rays, dolphins. Well, we'll see if everything will actually be as promised. Our first stop is diving down there, and there should be a huge number of sharks. Likely. I have never swum like this before. The water is crystal clear. Now we put on our fins, masks, and off we go. There is happiness and a little bit of fear. Lizon, are you ready? Scared? Yes. Oh, she's worried. What? Scared. It's not that simple here. First, we need to attract the sharks because that group is currently cutting fish and throwing it near our boat. And then we will jump right into the water with the sharks. So, 2 sharks have already come right up to the boat. I'm looking at their sizes and I really don't want to dive in there. Look how huge they are. Let's go. Just incredible. I am in complete shock, thrilled. So many sharks. And when you dive in, as soon as you see the first shark, you look into its eyes and realize that it is absolutely safe. And you just dive in there among these sharks. That's it. And we are already moving on to the next stop. They brought us something tasty. Let's see. What is it? Ah, it's this. These are some cool sandwiches shaped like sharks. I can't believe there's even a toilet for parents. We've been here for just 20 minutes and there's this lagoon with dolphins. People come on boats. You can swim with them, see the dolphins underwater, or watch them from above. Watching dolphins from above is cool, but now we're going to jump right into a pod of dolphins with the camera rolling. Let's go. In short, it was really cool too. At first you're like chasing after the dolphins, wasting energy. In the end, I figured out the secret. You just stand still and they come to you. You're like chasing after them, you're scaring them. You stand still, camera like this. They swim up in whole schools just like that. We saw 100 dolphins simultaneously.
Well, yes, a lot of dolphins.
Energy runs out very quickly, so sandwiches recharge us.
You can chase after dolphins and not catch a single one. That's what it's called.
As they say, those who neither smoke nor drink will find a dolphin among all. Arrived. We are at the island, a landing, and we will be petting the rays and feeding the rays. But the water, of course, guys, is a fairy tale. You can never get tired of it at all. Turquoise, beautiful, transparent, green islands and white sandy beaches. A fairy tale. Here everything is close to the shore. We stepped out onto the pier. You enter the water one by one like this. There are rays swimming here, small fish, and you can walk around with them there. Pet the rays, 2 here, 2 more are swimming. Here's the 5th one. The island is Thinadhoo. Hotels here too, right? So ideally, this is just like with us, a local island. Here, a sort of I-forms. Apparently, a large fish swam in and scared away the small fish, which are all tiny fish. And it creates this little island in the center. Or the guys can do it like this. You just jump into this huge school of small fish, and they literally swirl around you. Cool, this is how it all happens. So we take the fish, more specifically, the head of the fish is bloody. And so we very gently lure the little ones closer to us so that we can indeed caress them. Here they are, 2 beauties, swimming right over here. It's a pity the sun has gone away and everything is dark. The shot turns out dark. So beautiful. Did you see what shots we got? You were lying there while the drone was flying.
He was throwing this bloody fish at me. I felt like just a piece of meat lying there.
Did you like it?
Yes, you kind of lie there, hoping only for the footage to see what it was like later, because you lie there and you don't see anything, right? And it's just like that. You can't hear anything yet because your ears are submerged in the sea, and there are just people swimming around you with a piece of live fish.
Meanwhile, here is how the islands look for the locals. There are such streets, and local residents live here, along with some small shops. A new hotel is already being built here. This embodies all these islands with the locals. So on our island, there are also 3 hotels, and our island is also where locals live. This means that these are not resort islands. They are not overwater bungalows. This is a budget-friendly Maldives experience. It is the most affordable option to visit the Maldives, swim in this stunning water, and generally have a great time. But there are many islands with locals, and you need to have a sense for choosing one island or another. That's where we, the bloggers, come in. If you search for Maldives on YouTube, you'll find so many bloggers. Everyone claims the best island. Bloggers say the same. We'll call this the best island in Maldives.
Because he is the best for us.
Yes, it is the best for us too.
For everyone, it's different. You experience the full spectrum of emotions on this little island. It's better than the trips we've taken before. This is our 3rd time here.
It's way better than at the resorts, better and cheaper. Yes, the food isn't 5-star quality. Sometimes they prepare a nice lunch or dinner, and other times it can be quite basic. Are you hungry? I don't know. Importantly, we are not hungry. We're visiting the Maldives to enjoy nature. There were questions in the comments about alcohol. On such islands where the locals live, alcohol cannot be purchased anywhere. In this regard, for those who need alcohol, we do not need it. We don't smoke or drink, we'll find all the dolphins, right? For those who need alcohol, guys, the resorts are the way to go. If you can't live without alcohol, resorts are for you. On the local islands, no alcohol exists. Here is one of the hotels on this bridge, I think. There are 3 floors, here are the rooms, and I think breakfast and some excursions are offered here. All of this can be organized, purchased, and made into a very active vacation right on the islands. There are island tourists. These are the ones who live here. This is how they relax. We went out to the loungers, the swings, and the beach too, and it turns out if I were to choose this island just for the beach, I likely wouldn't have liked it for a beach vacation. Because look, here's the beach, yes, you swim, but there's some kind of stone, some kind of pipe, some kind of reef, yes. I think it's very important that when you arrive on an island, even a local one, the beach should be long, everything should be green, and there shouldn't be any breakwaters. Our island is exactly like that. This is a prayer. For some, it may be a downside if you are vacationing on the islands with the locals. Here on our island with the locals where we live, there is also a prayer, but it is so far away that it cannot be heard in our hotel. And just so you understand, this happens 3 times a day. Especially many people won't like it if it's at 6 a.m. instead of 5 a.m. It will wake you up. We don't just hear that kind of thing on our island. Keep that in mind. We jump onto the boat and speed off. The excursion is, of course, super packed. It seemed like we swam so much, dived so much. Do I like it? It actually takes a lot of energy because the journey is easy. Everything happens quickly. You've seen the dolphins, swam with the sea turtles, and petted the rays. Now we have lunch ahead. Meanwhile, Lisa. So, choose. We have this kind of batch here, all-inclusive. Did you get Pepsi? I did actually, and Schweppes. Oh, so it turns out we will have lunch right on the boat. I thought it was on the island. Thank you. Is everything okay? Look, everything is prepared like this. What do we have here? We have chicken, fish, rice, and vegetables. Also included are an apple, juice, and a cupcake. In just 5 minutes, we'll be at the next stop. Below us, there should be snorkeling, a coral reef, and fish. Turtles, we saw corals, and at the end they even brought us fruits, just like that, pineapples and everything, and we are already heading home all wrapped up. In short, on a scale of 5, this excursion deserves a 7, and they also delivered papaya as well. We're taking everything. Now that's service. Welcome to the land, guys. Right now on your screens, before we arrived, you saw our island from the ocean side. And now you can clearly understand that this is just a fairy tale. The island, just pure jungle. This forest, these tropical palm trees.
Best island, Maldives.
And there are no higher, unnecessary buildings. The island is perfect. Look at this street. It's nice. It's so charming. There's a little shop over there, a shop here, and there's our hotel. It's a fairy tale. So if you want to have an affordable Maldives trip, and if you compare it to resorts, this is a true budget Maldives. This is the best island. This is our 3rd time in the Maldives. There may surely be other islands, perhaps even better ones, but for some reason, I am convinced that this is the best island with local residents, without a doubt. Perhaps in a couple of years we will come back and discover another island, but for now, in our view of the Maldives, this is the best island with the locals.